Breaking news to tell you about guilty verdicts for the man accused of kidnapping and sexually assaulting a Northridge girl. That case terrified the community because police said the victim was picked at random. CBS 2's Randy Paige is live at the courthouse in downtown LA with details of those verdicts. Randy?
It began with a completely silent courtroom as the judge took all of the jury verdict forms. It took him at least 5 minutes to read them all. While that was happening, the victim with her parents in the back of the courtroom quietly waited while Tobias Summers waited as well. And then, a few moments later, the clerk began to read the verdicts.
We, the jury in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Tobias Dustin Summers, guilty of the crime of kidnapping in violation of Penal Code Section 207, Subdivision A, a felony as charged in Count 1 of the information.
It would take this clerk about 40 more minutes to read all 37 counts, and each verdict was the same: guilty. As we watched Tobias Summers listening to this very long reading of the verdict, he would shake his head from time to time, seem to speak to himself, look up toward the ceiling. And then in the back, we noticed the minute this first guilty verdict was read, the victim's father gasped and grabbed his daughter. Then, a short time later, after the verdicts were actually read, Tobias Summers, for reasons that are unclear, decided to leave the courtroom. Here is video that shows that moment, which occurred about 45 minutes into the hearing. The judge later would say that Summers was told he was not allowed to leave the courtroom, but instead he chose to do so. So he stood up in violation of the court and walked out of the courtroom with the deputies behind. Now, Summers will be back in court next month, and the judge made it clear he doesn't trust this particular defendant. He said that he's been known to have a paper clip to try to get outside, apparently to potentially try to get the handcuffs off. The judge was quite angry when he said he'll make sure he has shackles when he comes back in. The judge also made a point of saying that his reading of the law is that this case should be eligible for life without possibility of parole. He told both sides to think about that and come back during sentencing. And in a somewhat unusual move, no one is talking following this verdict today. Usually we hear from the district attorney, particularly when they are successful with a guilty verdict, but the DA's office is not having anything to say, nor is defense in this case. After this was over, I watched as the victim's family, the victim flanked by her mother, father, and brother, walked down the street by themselves, followed at a safe distance by a couple of LAPD officers. It's over for them, at least for now. Live in downtown Los Angeles, Randy Paige back.